Well, after a couple weeks of extreme heat, despite my efforts to try and water everything regularly at night, everything died. The garden itself was also pretty well beaten up. Same thing. Too much heat, everything roasted. Very disappointed. Of course, we're not even near the middle. Well, we're in the middle of August, and my apple tree just dropped its load. So I got this to clean up. Not cool. The plants that had the shade, they actually survived, which is all right. Unfortunately, that's a tree. I'm gonna have to take that out of there or uproot the house. Definitely appears that Garden 2015 has kind of failed. I mean, we did get some produce out of it. We got some radishes, we had lettuce and stuff like that, but everything's gone in the fall and going to seed. So we're going to collect the seeds of what we can. This, I don't know, this is a big disappointment. So I've decided to come up with a plan. I'm looking at the hydrosoil dirt here, and it's pretty hard. The other topsoil dirt is still pretty loose. So it's kind of annoying. We were worried with these 3-cup pots that there might actually be a little bit of root binding going on, but honestly, not enough plant really grew in these things to root bind anything. So the question is now what to do? Well, now what to do is simple. I got to rebuild this shelving unit because obviously it bowed underneath the weight of everything. So I'm going to restructure that and make it stronger for next year because it's a good idea. It's just a little weaker than intended. I'm going to take about half these pots and I'm going to set them up in a hydroponic setup for the winter. I'm going to grow myself some lettuce anyway. If the weather won't cooperate, we'll just take the weather out of the equation. Simple as that. As for the interior garden, let's go take a look. Okay, the interior garden. The chestnut tree is doing very well. The, what's the angel plant called, love? What's the angel wing plant called? Oh yeah, the bird of paradise plant could be doing better. Maybe it's too close to the speaker, I don't know. But it's doing alright. Of course, we got our other plants here, which are growing well. These are actually herbals that we're growing. Spider plant's doing alright. Here's another one of the lettuce experiments we got going. They actually grew up pretty good and are edible. Aloe vera's going good. So yeah, the indoor plants are going rather nicely. This down here is a little experiment the wife's got going called cat grass. The reason why it's all torn up is because the cat gets in there and eats that grass, which is what it's supposed to do. And the idea being if she has a plant she can eat, she'll leave the rest of these alone. Seems to be working. Anyway, sounds good. We had a power outage, which took out the timer for the light, so I got to reset that. But yeah, we're going to restructure this for hydroponics next. And the 2015 garden will not just up and croak and die this time. This will be like the second one this year I've lost. It's trying to take the environment out of the environment or something. Yeah. See you next time. This is the old punch buckler. This is a cold steel product. And damn fine one too. Alright then. This is my new punch buckler. All I have to do is shellac it. So